Big up, people. Welcome to my reaction rant stream for the match last night. Brentford versus Man City. Another defeat. I'm totally pissed off and gutted. I'm not happy at all. I'm wondering what's going on. Okay, it was City, and they played really well at times and great, but again, we were 1-0 up, and we're now gifting teams like that a goal or two. Please tell me, somebody, what is going on? What has happened to our defence? What has happened to our solid defence that we used to have? Somebody tell me what's going on. I wish I know, because, this is not good for me. I'm so fucking annoyed. Yeah, they're a great team, City, don't get me wrong. And I think they've got a great chance of winning the Premiership yet again. Probably now, more than Liverpool, but who knows? But at the end of the day, you play like that, you're going to get fucking done all the time. Being shit at the back, cannot defend, a terrible header by Pinnock, of all people, and that fucking goalie did not shout or come for it whatsoever. Even though he had a great first half, I will admit he had a great first half, made a lot of great saves, but that is, I can't accept that. It's fucking annoying. And we can't be gifting teams goals, especially when we're 1-0 up. And we're trying to hold on, and we're trying to get to half time. And when we could have done, okay, they threatened us. It was all mainly them. They had so many chances, but our goalie saved a lot of them. We, he actually turned up for a bit and saved a few. But ultimately we still lost again. It's still a defeat, and I still don't know if he should have done better with that second goal, the Foden, the header. He still could have saved. He got a hand to that. He should have pushed that round the post. Only probably really good one was the third goal that he got, Foden. That was the only. So really, probably should have been 1-1. And we also had plenty of chances as well. And we can never finish. We're not good enough at finishing. So, anyway, I'm going to get my guest on, and we're going to it a bit more. But I'm not happy, as everyone can tell. And my mate was loving it last night, because I went round his house, because obviously I couldn't get the Sky on mine yesterday. And he's a fucking QPR supporter, so he was loving it even more. And I thought, well, I can't actually wind him up anymore, which I thought I was going to do last night. But I thought, well, no, I can't really talk, can I? I can't be a hypocrite here and say, oh, look, we're miles better than you, because we're not, because we're fucking, okay, we may be in the Premiership, but we might not be after this, the way it's going. So, anyway, I'll read this comment, because Chris is on here. Big up, Chris. Welcome, mate. Welcome back in here. And then I'll get my guest on. Goal flattered you, City were always going to win and score. Well, you say that, but we did take the lead. And, we did have other chances. There are positives there somewhere. And we did create things. But at the end of the day, I think, I always say City were a magnificent team, awesome team. But if you still feel you've got a chance of beating them, there's still chances, you should take them. And that was our best chance, because we got them again, obviously, in about a couple of weeks away. So that could be even worse for us. Right, Luca, big up. Yeah, big up, Luca. Nice to see you in here, mate. Yeah, big up, man. Yeah, you're still loving it, I expect, after beating Liverpool the other day. Although they were pretty shit, Liverpool, let's be honest. That's the worst I've seen them for a while. But I won't take nothing away from your win, because it was a good win for you lot to beat them 3-1. So, yeah, Ivan Toney didn't do well. What did he do? I agree with you. I agree. He wasn't great last night. He wasn't. Okay, that he done a bit with that first goal. He held Ake off for strength and all that, and then with that long kick by our keeper, and obviously Mopai scored. And thankfully, he didn't do any of that stupid shit with his celebrations, which was good. I'm happy about that at last, and I'm glad, at least he's got another goal. But I still don't condone what he done in that Spurs game. But he's always got that about him, unfortunately. I don't know what it is, why he has to be like that. But there you go. Luca FC, yeah. Chris Welch, where you? Anyway, I'm going to move on. I'll bring my guest on now. And I see him, he's gloating a bit and stuff in the background there. And I don't care, really, because not happy. Anyway, be up, Stephen.
Be up, Mr. B.
Yeah.
I'm not gloating. I'm just...
No.
I'm not gloating. It's just that teams around us have to lose for us to stand a realistic chance of staying up. And while you're down there, you have to keep losing, and more teams are down there to keep losing as well. So it's not just you. If there's anyone else down there, I would have said exactly the same. And you can piss off QPR as much as you want. They're shit. They're going down.
Yeah, I know they are, but you know,
so even if you go down, you won't be playing them because they'll be in League One.
Well, yeah. Well, ain't going to be much consolation for us, though, is it?
No,
to be honest, you go down,
you can piss off QPR as much as you want. He can't gloat. His team is doing wank.
Yeah, I know, mate. But still, we still lost yesterday, and we were 1-0 up yet again. It's another chance. There's a pattern forming here. There's a pattern all the time. Going 1-0 up, not holding on to it. What is wrong? Our defence seems to have just disappeared. In the space of 2 seasons.
It was a matter of time for City going to score. Fleck had done well first half. I'll give him that. He did well first half. Made some classic saves, but
if there was a ended there, man of the match, and ended there, he would have had it for those saves in the first half. But in the second half, and he was still slightly at fault for their goal because he didn't shout Pinnock. He didn't come and even get it.
There's one positive you can say though. Along with us, you and us haven't let Haaland score against us. Every other team has, apart from us and you.
That's the only positive I can get out of this. Haaland still hasn't scored against us.
He hasn't scored against us, so that's one positive, I suppose.
Yeah.
I know it's not consolation, but it's positive.
We still lost, man, and that's
I'm sure I could put a good spin on it for you.
Yeah.
But super Phil Foden, classic game.
Yeah, he's class, mate. He's brilliant. But
we did single him out as one of the danger men, didn't we? I did say that he could always produce something special. I didn't expect him to get a hat-trick, but
yeah, I still going saying that a lot of them, those first two could have been stopped.
The first one.
I mean, because if he had come,
but the first one,
goal did come.
Yeah, if Pinnock hadn't headed it up,
it wasn't a great header by Pinnock. It was terrible.
The time he had to bring it down, it weren't the best chest. It was right in front of it. It was about 2-3 yards away from him. If you put a challenge in, he would have scored that goal. But you didn't close him down. You had enough time to bring it down. Not the best chest, and there's still enough time to get on the ball and strike it home.
Hold on, mate. I've got to go and get my food order. I've ordered something.
Yeah, that's right. Go eat food order. If you've ordered something, go get it.
Yeah, can you just carry on with it, mate, and just go on with it about it?
Yeah, the first goal, obviously.
At least you'll be calmer than me talking about it. Go on.
Yeah, at least, like Mr. B said, Brentford went ahead with a goal from Mpai in the first half. Very well worked. City were a little bit 6 or 7s of that, trying to get their foot on the ball. Didn't work for the first 15, 20 minutes. And after that, after they scored, Man City piled on the pressure. Good goal. Good goal. He celebrated the right way instead of what he did against Tottenham. So one positive for Mampard to stop mocking. He celebrated the right way. After that, City were threatening. Flecken done really well to stop Haaland scoring, to stop Silva having a goal, and that through ball that Haaland had through 1-on-1, good save from Flecken again. But it was only a matter of time before City were going to score. And just before half time, ball came in. Pinnock headed it basically up in the air. Foden latched onto it. The chest down wasn't the best touch, but it was right in front of him, 2 or 3 yards away from his foot. Any challenge on him, he would have scored. But he had enough time because they were all ball watching. He brought it down, jumped onto the ball, and low drive into the bottom corner. It was a bad way to concede just before half time, and I think after that, City had the bullet between their teeth and decided to go on. Decided to go in first half 1-1 and a big boost for them. So that was it at half time. I'm trying to remember what happened. After that, I thought Frank would have changed it up a little bit. I thought he'd have shuffled it around a bit to make City think a bit more, but he didn't. He stuck with the same formation when they came back out after break, and City stuck to their guns and went on to take control of the game and made Brentford little much chase the ball by running after it as they were passing it back and forth, up, forward, back, and that's all Man City were doing to create openings for their second goal and their third goal. Brentford were just chasing shadows, to be perfectly honest with you, and I felt for them a little bit. Obviously, they're down there, so I can't be too disheartened, but to be fair. But second goal, header from Foden. Maybe Flecken could have done better for the second goal. It was a header. It was right in the corner, but it wasn't much pace on it. The pace of the ball was from the cross that he got the header to. And it just snuck in at that post. I didn't think it was going in to begin with, and when it was near to the back of the net, I was like, "Geez, that went in! Wow, okay." That was my reaction for the second goal. Should have done a whole lot better in defence, to be fair. And then Foden, he was always looking for the third goal. You could see he was chomping a bit. He was getting in different places, playing the ball back, running into space, and then finally he got his third goal. I think that was the best goal out of a lot of them. Flecken was well beaten for the third goal, and he got his hat-trick. Doku came on. Obviously, what a substitution to bring on Doku. Done some nice touches, won some free kicks and stuff. So, where did Brentford go from here? This is what you got to ask yourself. They're going 1-0 up all the time, but they're conceding goals left, right, and centre after they go 1-0 up. Where do they go from here? It's a sorry state for them. Forest are in dire straits as well. Sheffield United got pummeled for another 5. Burnley managed to hang on for a point. And it's for them. They're down there as well, but they're not. I think they're safe. I think they've got enough about them. They're right behind Marcus Silva and that for them, so I think they're safe. I think the cut-off point is where Bournemouth are, really. I think that's the cut-off point. We've got to be looking at them. Palace are getting beaten as well, so we got to ask ourselves, is are Brentford good enough to stay above the drop zone? Because there's only 3 points between them and Everton, and only 2 points between us and them. And they've got some, and the fixtures for Brentford are very, very difficult coming up. Wolves are not going to be easy. They got Man United. They've got City to come again. It's looking very, very, very hard for Brentford. at the moment, but teams around them ain't doing much better either. So apart from us, I did have a look at form, and Liverpool are first on form at the moment, followed by Bournemouth, and then followed by Brentford. So Brentford are on the worst in form. They're on par with Burnley, but it's not great. And the most worst in form are Sheffield United, then Palace. So you got to think to yourself, Brentford have got the ability to score goals, but where they're going to come from if you're playing like that?
Yeah, listen, mate. Yeah, cheers for that, man. By the way, I had to get my food because obviously
Yeah,
I just delivered it, and I got a breakfast bap and stuff. I fancied that today, sausage and fried egg and everything, bacon in it and all that. I fancied all that, chips, you know. After that, yesterday, I needed a bit of comfort food, you know, and got over it. So I'll be off screen doing that. I'll be eating that, but I'll still be doing all this, obviously, and we'll still be talking about it. But nobody wants to see me eating, so I'll off the screen, all right? There you go. So anyway, I'll line up there for what it was worth in the end. 3-5-2 yet again. Still playing that formation.
Yeah, Tony.
Yeah, go on, mate. What are you going to say?
I was saying big up to Tony from Early Doors TV.
Oh, is he on here? Oh, right.
Yeah.
Hold on. Where is it now? Chris Welch. Oh, yeah. Stephen loving the rant. Yeah. Yeah. No, he is. Well, I'm not, but he is. Yeah. Big up, Mr. B and Stepsy. Yeah, there you go. There's Tony. Big up, man. Thanks for being in here. Cheers, mate. Big up, Luca. Yeah. Good afternoon, Chris Welch. Yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to get back on with this. So,
yeah, 3-5-2 says.
Yeah, so 3-5-2 yet again with the same twat in goal. Although he did have a great first half, I've got to admit that. He did play well in that first half, made some great saves, I must admit. Even though I've got more hands up for that, to say he had a decent first half, at least. And actually done some saves, which he's there to do.
Yeah.
Make saves. But he was still also at fault for that goal, that first goal, because he didn't even come for it. And whether he shouted to Pinnock, I don't know. Or anything. And that, yeah, it was a terrible header by Pinnock as well. That, you know, he hasn't covered himself in glory here either. But at the end of the day, it's poor. It's a mistake. We weren't making those mistakes last season or the season before. We weren't doing that. So why? Is it to do with the goalie as well? I think it might be, because we didn't have Raya there. He was more commanding, coming out for things. I think that's another reason. I think we've also let it slip a bit at the back. Our defenders have sort of, I don't know, regressed a bit. I don't know. Could you say they've regressed, or are they just suddenly, I don't know, lost form? Has Mee's been out a few times? Is there a problem with him? Do you know what this is, Stephen? Can you give me an answer to all this?
Yeah, you didn't really cover yourself in much glory, did you? Really? It was. I mean, first 20 minutes of your first half was
yeah,
pretty good, decent. They had a few chances, but Fleckham dealt with them comfortably. Like Chris said, we should have had Jim Collins in. Should have signed him on a short-term deal. But no. Yeah, first 3 minutes, you were on top. Man City was just trying to get into the game, and when you scored, they managed to get a hold in the game. They were making you chase shadows after that.
Went from Gemma Collins to Michelle Keegan. Very good. I'll tell you what, I'll take Michelle Keegan and in goal. I'll take her as well. But
dirty boy.
Yeah, but she's gorgeous, mate. Oh, she's lovely. lovely body and everything, man. But got to be careful what I say, I suppose, on here. But anyway,
should be flattered to you say that.
yeah, but yeah. Anyway, getting on with this. By the way, just to go back to that, I love that show. What's that thing, Brassic? I love that show. With her in it and that. That is so funny, man.
Fleckham was immense. To be fair, Pinnock cost you there.
Yeah, Fleckham was immense. Yeah, true. It's well staffing. Yeah.
I mean, like I said, the first 20 minutes, you looked comfortable. You got the goal, and Man City were threatening, but didn't look like scoring at that moment in time. And then when 20 minutes went past, they started getting more control of the ball, looking for passes, looking for ways through, and you've done well. And it's just that cross that came in, and Pinnock, the header was like on top of his head. It went up in the air.
Yeah.
Foden latched onto it. Little chest down. Should have been cleared because he pushed the chest down. Went straight in front of him, like three foot away. He managed to latch onto it and poke it home, but it should have been dealt with. If the ball goes up in the air, your defender should have been around Foden. Should have been around under the ball to head it away, and no one did. They just stood there and watched.
Yeah.
Ball watching.
Yeah, exactly. Would you blame Will Sleth or anything? Is he to blame for anything in this game? He was actually not too bad. I know I hate saying it, but he was okay.
He was trying stuff. He was on that wing, and the balls were coming to him. He was trying to get onto him, but every time, the ball was too long or too short, and they headed it away. I thought Ross Sleth tried hard to try and win the ball back, but every time he tried to win the ball, he fouled the man. But it was. I think for him, it was more frustration than not winning the ball coming to him, than actually fouling the man. I think it's frustration because he worked hard again. Ross Sleth, I thought, just getting no luck because the balls were no good to him.
I actually thought he weren't too bad. I know I hate saying that, but he actually done okay. But
he weren't to blame because the balls to him weren't good enough. They were trying to spread the ball out wide to him, but they just weren't long enough. They were either too long or too short. He managed to get one and cross the ball in. It looked dangerous, but no one was on the end of it. So really, what can you do?
Yeah. I think Reguilon had a decent game, you know.
I'll tell you what, from what I saw for his first game, he looked like he'd been there a few years, to be fair, like they said on the Sky. Because I sat there and thinking, he looks good there. He looks all right. And then Sky Sports perked up, probably heard me, and said that he looked like he'd been there for a few seasons. I thought he'd done well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you always say it first and they say it later, don't they?
Yeah, it's weird.
That's what I do. I always say that, and they think, I've just said that. No, just meant why? I've just said it, you tossers, you know.
Odor said you allow City back into the game, and second half you seem to sit back in your own half and allow City to press. To be fair, you're quite right, but
kind of agree with that, Fletcher. I don't
think they allowed them to press. I think City just played the ball around, spreading it wide, putting it back in, little passes here and there. They had sets of triangles they could play the ball around in. So in the back half, they had a triangle, and before they had the triangle, which made Brentford chase the ball. And when they found the pockets, they had shots on goal. And if you got Foden on form and you play him in the box, then 9 times out of 10 the ball's going to end up in the back of the net, and that's what happened.
Yeah. He's right. Yeah, and you're obviously right, but it was going back to this one. He was immense, and maybe in the first half, I would say not so much second half, but I still think he could have done better with that header from Foden. he wasn't right in the corner, and he got a hand to it, and still actually pushed it in. When you get a hand to it, you should be able to push it around the post, surely, you know.
And to be fair, the other flip of the coin, Edison only had to pick the ball out of the net once, and I don't think he had to do much after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he could use his gloves for another game if he wanted to, because they change him every game.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, they did press, but I think it's more that the passing and the pockets and the space they found made Brentford chase the game, really. Running after the ball. You use more energy chasing the ball than holding on to the ball.
I know. That is our problem. We always try just trying to funnel back and defend rather than trying to get on the ball, keep possession. You know,
every time you had possession, you play a couple of passes, then you lost it.
Yeah.
And then you were chasing it again and running after it and trying to get in a formation and pressing. And when you press in and chase the ball, any team, are going to find pockets. And Man City played the pockets very well.
I mean, the thing is, we know we haven't got the players. We haven't got the players like City have got or other bigger teams have got. You know, our main sort of players are like Jensen,
Bernardo went off and Doku came on. I mean, no one's got the luxury of bringing on a player of Doku's standard for Bernardo Silva's standard and bringing on someone just as good as him in Doku. No one's got that.
No.
I mean, wouldn't you love to be able to replace a player for a player? Similar style.
Again. You what, mate? What did you say?
So would you like to have a player, a Bernardo Silva style, to bring off the bench?
Yeah. Yeah, every time, every day, but we ain't going to have a player like that, are we? That's the fucking problem. We're never going to have a player like that.
I mean, you always love to change a player from style to style, and we ain't got that, and neither of you.
No, but you still do better than that. You're getting more goals than we are, and everything. You know, okay, you might have conceded 4 the other day, but you know,
we're
still scoring.
But then again, you could say 4, but then again, we scored 8 goals in 2 games.
Yeah,
and we won one of them and beat a European side in Brighton. Oh no, who you know full well and no pushovers, and they won at the weekend.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Right, so. I think what people will fail to understand is that, people give us no hope, right? I admit, everyone said Luton, no chance, they're going to show it down. But with no pressure, there comes no responsibility, and we're playing the way we want to play and how we want to play, and we're making people stand notice. I mean, I'll go into the debate show because there's a few things I want to bring up to the debate show. There's a few comments from pundits that I can't fucking stand at the moment that I want to bring up in the debate show. So I'll bring that up at 4:00. But this is your show, so I'll leave it there. But there's teams that are down there with you that aren't performing as well. So yeah, I could say, okay, people are losing down there and you're losing as well, so it's okay. But it comes to the point where 1 or 2 teams, and we know Everton can pick up points. We know Nottingham Forest will get their act together. But maybe. I don't want them to, but maybe. And then they really drags you in it. So you got to be fair. There's a mini league down there, and you're part of it. And wins and points are going to be very, very, very precious. And I know we were 4-2 up against Newcastle, but we drew 4. There's no one that scored 4 against Newcastle this season at their place. Not many people go away from Newcastle getting anything. So that point at the end of the season could be very, very vital. So I'm a little bit annoyed that we can hold on, but it is St James Park. It is a raucous crowd. They do get on your back. Your fans are way up in the sky that they can't support you like they do at Plymouth Road. So
if
you're picking up points away from home and winning your home games, it's survival form or promotion form, you could say, if you want to put it in a more. But it's It's points at home that are going to help you stay up. And our home form is improving. Our overall players are improving. There's players there that love playing for the club now, and it's the binding together that helps. And all Brentford need to do is reevaluate where they are and get that close knit community together to help them pick up points again. I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
A couple of nights of bonding, swapping wives, if that's what they want to do, like Arsenal, and just just get that bonding.
Putting your car keys in the bowl.
Yeah,
like, you remember all that?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
the old swingers, mate. Yeah.
Anything you can do to bring that bonding and bring that spirit back together again, and see if things like that can improve. I'm not saying it works for every club. It works for some clubs. It might not work for other clubs, but maybe you made in the night on the towel, the gambling, the roulette table or whatever.
Or we can go to Dubai like Arsenal do and get old Salt Bay to put his bloody meat in our mouths. Oh, sorry, shouldn't say that. Bloody hell.
We were there as well.
Oh yeah, you didn't have Salt Bay putting his meat in your mouth.
No, we didn't have that.
Oh man, that sounds so bad, man. Oh man.
I think they were getting on the plane as we were. I think they were getting on the plane as we were touching down. I think because I think we went there the week after them. We had our replay first. We had our FA Cup replay first.
Yeah, man. That just doesn't sound right. Salt Bay putting his meat in his mouth. No, Arteta, but then again, I think Arteta might be used to it. No, I shouldn't say no. Allegedly, anyway.
Allegedly, inverting commas. But
sorry.
No, go back to this. I mean, 46% possessions of 53 isn't as bad as it sounds, but it looked worse than that for me. It felt to me the second half you were chasing it and running after it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually eaten more grub.
You went.
Yeah, I've eaten more grub at last. So anyway, well, that was nice. That really good.
Did you just have that, or did you have a coffee with it, or tea, or?
No, I didn't get a drink with it. I just got drinks here anyway at home.
Oh,
so I just had it was like fried egg, bacon, sausage, and all that in a bat. Sorry.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Can't go wrong with that.
And chips and all that. So really good, mate. Yeah, really filling. And
was that local cuisine, or was that from a fast food restaurant?
It's a place called. It's a little bit further away. I could plug them, I suppose. Could I say their name and just don't matter what I matter, I suppose. Cynthia's Cafe.
Oh, Cynthia's Cafe in London, in Brentford.
Well, sort of. It's a little bit. I'm not going to advertise where I am or anything. So you get dodgy people on here. So can't advertise really.
Well, you can say London. You can say London.
Yeah,
London's huge.
So Greater London.
Greater London, yeah. Greater London. But you can pick anywhere from there.
Exactly, yeah.
Pick your place, mate.
you get some total weirdos on here, don't we? So you've got to be careful,
Yeah, you have to be careful, yeah.
Yeah, not mentioning any names, but going on.
Money, baby.
I said not mentioning any names, but anyway. So, what did you make of the actual the back partnerships again? Me and Pinnock and Collins. What did you make of all them?
First half, I was quite impressed with how you were containing Man City for half the first half and making them think about how to score past you, because for the first 3 minutes when Fleck was saying everything, I was going to think, is this going to be Brentford's night? And then I thought, I thought to myself, oh, come on, surely only got to be a matter of time. But you were keeping them out for the best part of 45 minutes, and last minute you just switched off to let them back into it, and they went in with their tails up, you went with your tails down.
Exactly, yeah.
Like I said, where you were getting food, I thought Frank might have switched up a little bit to make Man City think again, but you kept it the same. And Man City...
That is another thing. Why isn't he not being proactive anymore? Why isn't he doing that? You know, why is he just letting it go? It's like he was doing that for quite a bit, especially last season before. He was changing things up.
Yeah.
Changing it constantly.
Yeah, he had his clipboard out, but
not leaving it.
He had his clipboard out, but not his formation board.
I mean, I don't want to say anything bad against him. I don't want to keep questioning him, but he don't seem to be doing it now. I'm still wondering if he might want to go.
Oh no, surely not.
Happy there or whatever. I don't know.
No, you can't. No, come on. He's not. He's not looking for a paycheck. Come on.
But, you know, maybe he just wants to go elsewhere now. Maybe he wants to win something. And he knows he ain't going to win it with us. So, you know, it's
all right. He can be the stupid man of Luton if he wants.
But, you know, I mean, because there was talk, I think, did you see that? I wonder if this has sort of got to him a bit, the talk about him going to Liverpool mainly when Klopp goes.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything that. I still think that's going to be Alonso's.
Because apparently they rate him, Liverpool, and they're thinking of him.
Xabi Alonso's going there. I'll put my pat on it.
Yeah,
he's doing great. He's doing a great job at where I can't remember where he's at. But he's doing a great job where Bayer Leverkusen, because they're top of the league by a point over Bayern. He's doing a great job there.
Yeah.
And Bayer Leverkusen have even come out with a statement saying if Liverpool come into him, then we're not going to stand his way.
Are you on about Tuchel? You on about? Or?
No, Xabi Alonso.
Oh, Alonso. Oh,
yeah. They said if Liverpool come for him, we're not going to stand his way.
Yeah. Well, he was an ex-player there, wasn't he, as well? So
but he's doing a great job as manager. So, and Liverpool touted him as a possible next manager. So, if they come call in, then he's going to be going there.
I mean, let's get back to this. We'll go back to this because obviously I want to get through all this.
But, we got this all on the debate show. We can talk about anything on the debate show.
Yeah. Do you think they were slightly shaky again, me and Pinnock and whatever at the back? Did you feel they weren't quite at their best?
First, like I said, the first 3 minutes they were looking stable. There's a few. There were resulting City to mainly shots outside the box.
Yeah.
And after that, second half they were very, very shaky. They were all out of sorts, and Man City were picking the pockets then.
Yeah.
The play sort of after you scored, the play sort of opened up a little bit, and Man City were able to find their feet. So,
yeah, I mean, okay, Pinnock did make that bad mistake, and I still think it was to do as well with the goalie. But I don't think he's been quite at his very best lately, Pinnock. That's what I feel. Maybe he's tired. You said that before.
He hasn't been as prolific in defence as he has been for the first half of the season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe his form has dipped a little, slightly.
I mean, saying that though, he did make some really good, I think, last-ditch sort of tackles at times and interceptions. You know, when they were really on top of us, which they obviously were quite a bit, as we know, with their possession and everything. But, you know, I thought at times he done some good stuff. You
could have done so much better when you're out of possession.
Yeah.
And you could have done so much more when you were in possession. It's just you gave the ball away far too many times. For my liking.
And as I've already said, that we seem to just try and funnel back and get into into position and not always tackling them. We're not getting into them enough.
I thought Thomas would have looked at games previously, Man City game against us, and a couple that they only won like by the goal. I mean, we set up the form of if we can press them enough, they'll buckle. They weren't their best against us, but like I said, champions do find a way to win. We did go and 1 up at the break against us, and we pressed and pressed. But Man City had the ability to find a pass.
Yeah.
And when they find a pass, it leads to a goal. And
true, yeah.
Well, after that, we lost 2-1. But this is the bit of champions. You've got to remember they're champions for a reason.
Yeah.
And it proved last night that they didn't score first. They did look a bit shaky to begin with, but they found a way to win in the end.
Yeah. But I still think...
okay, they've got standout players.
Some of it could still be avoided. I'm going to keep saying it, Stephen. I think some of that could have been avoided last night.
It could have been, but...
I really do.
But if you give teams like that a glimpse, they're going to take it. This is a Premiership. We're not talking Championship or League One. We're talking, if you give players a sniff at getting a goal, they're going to take it. This is a Premiership. This is no little boys playing big boys. This is Premiership football.
Exactly, yeah.
And if you can't adapt to Premiership football, you're going to get found out. We do. We get found out some, but we're not getting found out more because we have the ability to change up when we need to.
Well,
Frank was doing that, but he's not doing it anymore.
Yeah. Well, we had adapted. We were doing really well for at least 2 seasons. I thought we'd sorted it all out and got it, but we haven't. Something's gone wrong again. I don't know what's happening now. We're not going back to the things we were doing, and that that's the sort of things that established us in the Premiership. Of doing those things and being up for it all the time, because we've got to be 100% concentrated and at it. If we're not, we're done for, because we haven't got all the big players that some of these teams have got.
No,
the skillful, really great players that they've got, and we have to sort of make do. We've got 2, 3, maybe 4.
I do feel
good players.
I do feel there's not enough cohesion in your side at the moment. It's you go in front, you look together, and then all of a sudden you go back to performing solo.
Yeah, there's just something about it this season. It just doesn't look right. It's just not going right, and I try to put my finger on it, but I can't at the moment. It's just, I don't know what it is. I know we were without Tony for ages, and of course Mbomo also got injured, which didn't help.
And Vita being away at AFCON doesn't help either.
The AFCON, there's a lot of factors there, but and we could have really tried to rectify that in the transfer window. Okay, we did get players in. We got a left wing back Reguilon, which I'm happy with. He looks good. I rate him. I really do rate him. And new goalie, but where's the new goalie gone then? We bought a new goalie. Why isn't he here? Why isn't he in the team? We bought him. Why aren't we playing him? Because clearly Flecken ain't up to it. Okay, great first half in that match, but it lasted 90 minutes or more. Football match.
I'd like you to do a thing for me, Steve, if you can.
Yeah.
You're the Brentford man on our community, and I'd like you to just, when you got a spare minute, go on Brentford boards, the message boards, and see actually what they say about Flecken. If they don't say nothing, how about you do a post and say how many of you rate Flecken, and see what comments come back.
I mean, they had this thing on there. I mean, I've been to certain websites, the Brentford fan news thing and whatever it is and all that. And
what's the main talking point they've got on there?
I think a lot of them aren't really impressed with him, but there are some that rate him, and I think, well, come on, what's he done? Why are you actually rating him? Because what's he actually done that's really great since he's been there? You know,
you have to look at Brentford News because they go to home and away games, so they know that they see him in week in week out. But so what you've seen
I
at
can
the moment,
understand it with Raya because Raya was great.
Well, yeah,
he hardly made any mistakes.
So when you be on these message boards, there's a split person, there's a split on Fleck, and there's a 50-50. Because you don't. I mean, we know you don't rate him at all.
No.
You say he ain't got the minerals for the Premier League, so
would you rate him? You wouldn't have him at your team, would you? Looking at him, you wouldn't have him.
The way Kaminsky's playing, I wouldn't want everyone else in.
But if you had to have a number 2, you wouldn't even have him as a number 2, would you?
Me personally?
Yeah.
No.
That's what I thought.
No, to be honest with you, no.
Because God help if something happens to Kaminsky, he had a bad injury, and I don't wish that on him or whatever to be out. At least the one you got, the other one, is the better one.
Tim Krul.
What's it? Krul, yeah. And he's had plenty of Premiership experience and whatever. So you know what you're getting with him.
I mean, I talk to a lot of Luton fans. I mean, as you know, I've got a good net of them and stuff.
Yeah.
And I go on different streams with some of them as well. And we have there's a forum that we have that people that the Luton Town produce, and then you can have your talk, you can your piece to say. And Krul has even come out and said, "Look, I can't. I'm going to buy my time, and I've got nothing against Kaminsky. He's doing the job that he's doing the job that he's supposed to be doing, and I can't go and knock on the manager's door and say I deserve my chance when he's doing what he's doing." If he weren't doing the job, he said, if he weren't doing the job, I could look at the door and say, look, Gaffer, I've got the minerals to step up now. Give me a chance. But I can't because we're convinced he's doing a wonderful job.
Yeah.
And Blackburn fans saying, oh, yeah, he was on number 2. He ain't that good. Fuck off. He was your number 1 till he got injured.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I rated Krul. I always thought he was really good. Wherever he went, I mean, he's been to quite a few teams. I think, was it Norwich his last team? Was it?
Yeah, Norwich.
Norwich? Yeah.
Yeah.
But he'd been at obviously a lot of other Premiership teams. I think, was it Newcastle, I believe?
Yeah, I think it was Newcastle as well, if memory serves me right.
I don't think he's ever really that bad wherever he went. So,
no.
I think
he's an ideal. But like you said, age is against him. But if
you're a really good keeper, if you're still really good, if you're fit enough,
but if you've got 2 keepers and one's doing the job, you can't begrudge him keeping the same keeper, can you?
No. Well, the only thing against would be is if he gets injured. Kaminsky is the problem.
If he starts chipping in goals left, right, and centre.
Yeah, but is he really? I mean, okay, the four goals, but could you say it was his fault conceding them?
No.
But with ours, a lot of them have been his fault. With our keeper, it has been his fault.
Maybe the third one he could have done slightly better than Kaminsky, but I wouldn't fault him because the defender should have done the job. And the fourth one, he got injured and he saw it late.
Yeah. Yeah, but what I could see of it, there weren't a lot he could do. As you say, maybe the third one.
I've been on there. I've been on the forum with a couple of Luton fans, and we've seen that, and they said Kaminsky no fault for any of the goals, and they said no. The third one maybe slightly could have done better, but the fourth one he saw it late, and the 2, well, they were just class.
There's always times when you think, oh, maybe they should have done better. And I mean,
Longstaff doesn't score many, but when he does, he knows how to find the back of the net. And the 2 goals he did score, he knew how to find the net. And I'll give Longstaff a lot of props for that. I like Newcastle.
Yeah, I'm not saying Flecken was totally to blame for all of these, but I still think because
the
the
second
first
one, the header, wasn't.
yeah,
He took the pace was from the cross. It weren't from him putting the head on it. He put the head on it
no,
for the pace for the cross. And I thought it wasn't in. I actually thought Flecken got to it, but it ended up in the net at the back of the net. I was like, shit! Oh fuck! It's gone in. Oh dear.
But you know, I wasn't happy about that. But and I still
You must
thought,
be
well,
deceiving. You must be
who's
deceiving.
at the time? I thought, whose fault is it? Is it his or is it Pinnock's? Because Pinnock's header was shit. It was a terrible header.
Okay, the first one was Pinnock's fault. The second one, I thought Flecker could have done better. The third,
yeah,
no one's fault.
nothing.
That's just
Foden for it. Blame. It was just brilliant play by Foden for the third one. And that was it. Score.
But, first one was Pinnock's fault. Second one, I thought Flecker could have done better. Third one, that's just Foden for you.
Yeah, well, he was superb. He was awesome, Foden. I thought he was one of their best players on the pitch. I thought, to be honest, but
yeah, and De Bruyne does what De Bruyne does.
Yeah, he was class and all at times, De Bruyne, you know. But yeah, I just hope he gets a better deal at England. Foden with, I know Southgate's a prick.
He'll be
He's a wally. I hope he puts him in his proper position though, as well.
Yeah, a right forward or winger.
Because we know with Southgate, he moves them in wrong positions. He puts them in the wrong places. He's an idiot.
Well, my midfield for England would be Bellingham and Rice in the middle. Sorry, I'm going to change that. Bellingham and Barkley in the middle.
Yeah. I would have Barkley in there as well.
I'll put Foden out on the right.
Oh, right.
And on the left, pick your poison. Or you can even put Foden on the left and put Arnold on the right as a midfield, because I don't think Arnold's a right back. He's a
you know what he does though? He'd rather have Saka on the right, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you could have Saka on the right and put Foden on the left.
Yeah.
But then again, you got to think, if you're gonna have Rice, Maddison, Barkley, or whoever you put in there, there's a lot of places at midfield. So if you're going to play in midfield, Foden's got to play as a winger, or you've got to play as a forward, a right forward. So you're free on the front. He'll play. Don't worry, he'll play.
Yeah.
I just thought, Southgate, he won't. But I love Southgate give players who are in form a go in the friendlies that he's got coming up. But obviously he won't, because he's got the Euros coming up. And he wants to pick the best squad he can for the Euros. But no.
Yeah. Anyway, get back to this, mate. We've got to try and get back on with this. And Jensen, we're going to the midfield here. I thought Jensen had a pretty good game again. He's good, you know.
Yeah, I thought Jensen was okay. Tried to get on the ball as much as he could.
You know, the dead ball situations was great with again. And the passing. So I thought he had a really good game. Not so much for me. I don't think he was that great.
No, I didn't see much of him.
He was giving it away a fair bit as well. Norgard, pretty good again. At times, I think even he was giving it away sometimes nearer our own box, which ain't good. Our own area. But other than that, he was quite good. Opai, again, of course, scored. I'm glad he didn't do that stupid stuff with the celebration.
No, I said that when you were away. I said I'm glad he didn't mock. He celebrated the right way.
But he was still trying to wind people up or get in their faces with stuff. And I thought, well, why is he doing it? You know, I mean, you don't
credit to Man City
about him playing fucking football.
Credit to Man City not rising to it though, just playing their game.
I mean, I know some players we know play better when they get angry, and they try to be get aggressive and be angry by doing certain stupid, shitty things. And he seems to be another one that likes to do that. And I thought, well, you're not. Let's say Diego Costa, because you know him. He's an arsehole, Diego Costa, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, he was a right. Yeah,
he's a shithouse, but he got goals. he kept getting goals, didn't he? Most of the time. He's not
Why not
quite
much of a on him, but
who else could we say was an angry shit that used to get goals? You could probably level at Mark Hughes years ago. He was an arsehole. Yeah, he got goals. But United and whatever.
Yeah.
Hartson, maybe.
There's a few out there.
There's some that just wanted to be, be nasty and arseholes and
Yeah, the worst one of that was Roy Keane.
Oh, cool Keane, yeah. Could say Vieira as well, maybe.
Yeah. You could say Vieira,
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I read all that. Right, so getting back to this, Mope scored and it's good for him. I'm glad, but I just want him to keep scoring without doing the other shit he's doing. I just rather him just play football and forget all the other stuff. Tony, I didn't think he had the best of games.
Nah, he had one shot that he volleyed and it went sailing over the bar, way over the bar. But apart from that, he done nothing.
Okay,
he was chasing the ball quite a lot as well.
He was instrumental in that goal for Mope because he got back here. He got him out the way, and obviously the ball was kicked long by the goalie.
I don't get what Mane said. I thought Diaz was actually all right last night.
Yeah, he seems to have it in for him. I don't know why.
Yeah, I thought he was all right last night.
I don't think he's that terrible.
No, I don't think that's terrible.
At times he's not great, but I
actually thought he was all right. I actually thought he was okay last night. I thought he commanded his back line very well. Walker looked good.
It's almost like he's got a vendetta or agenda against him, and I don't know why.
I thought Walker looked good.
Yeah, Walker, was good.
I mean, there's a couple of times that people that I thought they were going to take him on, but they didn't want to take him on, so they passed it back.
I'm not sure his missus will agree, but he was brilliant last night anyway. But putting it about. I mean, he must be wearing a mask though with a face like that. How's he doing it all? That's what I want to know. But anyway, getting back to this, Damsgaard came on, and I didn't think he was that great again either. He didn't. I
don't think any of the substitutions changed any of that.
He made them too late as well, to be honest. Yeah. So,
and when Baptiste came on, injury time, and that was already. And by the time Baptiste came on, the game was over.
I mean, Lewis Potter actually come on for Roslev.
Yeah, I don't think did he even touch the ball?
He did do some things. I do remember recording him doing a couple of things, but I don't think he's done that much. An eye for Reguilon, because I think Reguilon was probably one of our best players, to be honest. Yeah. Even Jensen and maybe Norgard, but
his first game still adapted to Brentford way and getting match fit. So he done an hour, just over an hour.
I was going to say he's used to playing in a better team, but then again it was Spurs, so I wouldn't have said it was a better team. But anyway,
he probably adapted to the Brentford way, getting some sharpness back because he didn't play many games he didn't play at all for Man United and he didn't play at all for Spurs. So a bit of fitness might be an issue, but he'll get that and he'll play the full 90 minutes next game, I should think.
So I'm just trying to trigger the Spurs fans again because since I done
they probably went on you, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm up to about nearly 280 views now on that stream. That video.
I had to go at you and you said, "Oh, thanks for coming in. While you're there, would you please sub?"
Yeah. Well, yeah. If they're going to keep watching it, I'm triggering them. I'm getting them to watch it. Make them sub. Why not?
That's brilliant. I thought that's epic.
Because I'm by the way, I'm actually up to 95 now. So about 5 away.
You've got to do one watch along, and I swear you'll get it.
Yeah. But when I can do a watch along is a thing now.
Yeah, hopefully this guy will sort it out in the next couple of days and you'll have it back properly.
Yeah.
My dad had a few issues with them as well, so don't worry about it. You're not the only one.
You pay fucking loads for them. I mean, I'm paying like 90 odd quid nearly for it all. And I thought, you know, if it's going to go off, we're not getting the service, we want the money back. Paying you enough.
Yeah. Dad too. Dad had a few issues for a couple of months. They give him it free for 3 months in the end.
Oh right. Well, I suppose that's something, but
so
you want your money back really if you're paying a load for it, didn't you?
Well, no, Dad said 3 months is fine. I mean, as long as it works, it's working. They charged him for the first 2 months, so it's on record they don't charge him this month. And Dad said he'd be happy with that. That's fine. That's all.
Well, that's good. Yeah, it's good, mate. So Lewis Parr came on. I did come on. Didn't think he done a lot either. And on for Region and Yarmulke for Yannout.
Yeah.
I mean, Yannout was poor, but I don't think Yarmulke done that much either when he come on. But 76 minutes, so they were all quite late. These subs, I think, again too late, you know. And we were like 3-1 down or something at the time. You know, it's too late. You know.
Yeah.
And are they going to do anything anyway? Can they affect the game half of our subs? You know, maybe Lewis Potter, yeah, but will many of the others do anything? I'm not so sure. Baptiste maybe, but he came on too late. So, so that was that. And I'll get on to them because time's getting on, obviously, and it's taking so long now. I'll get on to them, their line-up and formation. Because the way it's going, I'll be doing my bloody next stream by the time I finish it.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get on to them. City, 4-1-4-1. There one. Formation, Edison, brilliant. Walker. I don't like saying that. Edison, what about that tackle on Pinnock? He went flying into Pinnock, didn't he?
I didn't see much of it. That was regarded as reckless, but it weren't. It looked pretty bad, but on playback it wasn't as bad as I first thought.
Well, they were looking at it, and
that's what I mean. There's lots looking at it, but I felt the decision on first thought was okay. It weren't malicious in any way. I didn't think, but people might disagree with me.
Yeah, I didn't think it was great, and how we didn't get a free kick. I mean, you know, look at that thing with you lot with Barkley. I mean, that was a free kick all day long on Barkley, and you didn't get it.
No,
and that cost you a goal in not getting the free kick.
Yeah. Well, it cost us all 3 points. Who knows?
Yeah. Walker, I thought was really good. I mean, he's always quick. You know, he's still quick.
Yeah.
But
not as quick as Mbenge, but he's quick.
Yeah. I'm still not sure about Guardiola. I think he's got mistakes in him. Guardiola.
His first season, but I think he's one of them people that will adapt. I think he's okay. Yeah, there is mistakes in him though. I'll grant you that there is mistakes in him. Yeah. Hopefully, the more games he plays for City, and the more time he gets, the mistakes will be far less. But who knows? He might be the one that the weakness in Man City. Who knows? Only time will tell on that.
Yeah. Well, what do you make of Rodri? I think he was.
Rodri's just one of them players, you know, creative, does the job, stuffs out the danger. He's one of them players that just sits there and does the mopping up. Quality.
Ruben, and again, as you're saying about Ruben Diaz, I don't think he was that bad. I thought he was okay. He seems to have it in for him. I don't know why.
Yeah, I thought he done well last night. I thought he commanded. I thought he kept Tony fairly quiet. I thought he had a good game.
Aki was okay. I mean, okay, he was at.
Aki is a good player. I wouldn't say star quality, but good.
No. Well, I thought he was good when he was on loan at Bournemouth and whatever. I thought he played really well there.
You stand out when you play for Bournemouth, don't you?
Yeah, yeah, true. Bernardo Silva was brilliant again. I think a lot of the time, a lot of the things he was doing was great. Again, Bernardo Silva. So Doku came on for him, obviously.
Bernardo Silva is Bernardo Silva. Doku is just one of them players that excites.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's got plenty of tricks about him. He's quick, can accelerate and everything. So I'm glad he didn't do that too much though when he come on.
No.
Doku. De Bruyne, well, class.
De Bruyne, mate, absolute quality. Absolute knows everything about the game. Reads the ball by game so well. Gets in places. What can you say about the bloke?
I mean, he probably ain't got much pace anymore. Was he ever really quick anyway? I don't know.
He don't show his quickness because his passing is just exceptional.
Yeah.
I don't think he has to show how quick he is.
Yeah, when you got that ability, you don't need to have a bun of the pace, really, do you? Yeah, he was superb. Haaland, of course, as we say, kept him quiet. He didn't score again against us. That's the one other positive.
A few chances, but half chances. So yeah, kept it very, very quiet.
Yeah. One good thing. Yeah.
Alvarez looked good.
Kovacic came on for him, by the way. Haaland, he didn't do too much. So Alvarez, had a decent game. Looked really good.
Alvarez is quite active. I do like him.
Yeah, very good. And Foden, well, I think we said a lot about him already.
We don't need to jump on. Hattrick, done the job. Thank you very much. Yeah. Goes home with the match ball.
Yeah, and he deserved it. He absolutely deserved it. So, and the subs, all great subs, mostly all their players on the bench. Lewis didn't even come on. Kovacic obviously came on for Haaland. Nunes didn't even come on. Bob, he didn't even come on. So
didn't need him. Grealish didn't come on. Didn't need him.
No. Doku, obviously, as we said, come on. Akanji and Ortega's the keeper anyway, isn't he? So
yeah.
So I don't know. Well, Foden obviously stands out, but there's so many others. You got De Bruyne and everything, Silva and Alvarez. There's a list there. You could almost say of great players. Anyway, let's. I'll go into that. The possession, 72%. Yeah, there's always going to be a lot of possession with them. Let's be honest, to our 28, because we don't keep hold of it enough anyway.
No,
we don't. We're not a really great passing team. We're not. That's not what we're about, unfortunately. And they had 15 shots on target to our 3, so you've got to say they admit they deserved it, the win, I guess. 3 shots each off target, 2 big chances each. See, we had 2 big chances. You could say one of them was Tony's, that volley. Went well over the bar. Obviously, would say probably for the goal when we scored, that was a big chance and we scored. But not much else. They had total passes. Look at that, 750 to our 279. Completed passes, 679 to our 203. That tells you the story.
That tells the story, doesn't it?
Yeah. 8 tackles to our 7. 7 blocks to our 3. Jules won. We had 39 to 34. They had 13 corners to our 8. We done 2 offsides to their none. And they done 4 fouls to our 2.
Not even offside.
No.
Quality.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. I will do the ratings for our players. I'll do that. Although I don't know why, but I will. Because, okay, for Flecken, if it was finished in the first half, I would have given him probably an 8. But for what happened before half time and what else in the second, I'm only going to give him a 5. You think that's harsh, or would you agree? Or
Probably a 6.
maybe a 6 then? A 6, probably. I mean, what he done in the first half was great, a lot of his saves, I've got to admit. You know, it's brilliant. But the game lasts 90 minutes plus now.
But what you got to remember is your defence, your goalie is only as good as your defence.
Yeah. I mean, say if we'd like, I'll give you this as sort of a example, right? Say if we still had Raya there, do you think he would have conceded those goals? Do you think he would have made a mistake with that first thing with Pinnock?
Possibly. You can't say Raya's had bad games as well. So for Arsenal, so at the moment, so it's hard one to call.
But I think he made 2 mistakes while he was with us. That's it. 2 mistakes when he was with us, Raya.
I don't know. I can't comment. He may have come out, but I still think he'd have conceded. Probably. 2 goals he probably conceded. The second one he may have got to it. Maybe I can't comment. There could have been more goals. Who knows?
I guess what I will say is probably, but for him, they could have had more. They would have had more probably. So, you know, we're saying maybe 5, 6 goals possibly they could have had. So I think I will actually give him a 7. I'll be fair. So he made some really good saves that stopped us conceding more, basically. Yeah. So I'll go through the back 3 before I go on to the right and left wing backs. Pinnock, I can only give him maybe a 6 because of the mistake as well. So I think I'll give him a 6. I mean, at times he still made some good interceptions and stuff and good blocks and things, but I don't think he's really up to his best. So I'm only going to give him a 6.
Yeah.
Me, possibly the same.
Yeah.
At times he was, not quite at his best again. I'd say 6. And Collins, maybe the same. I think he was a bit better on the ball and passing it out and whatever, but I'll give him a 6 as well, I think.
Okay.
So the wing backs, I'll start with our old mate, ruthless. I actually thought he was okay. I don't think he was the worst there.
No, definitely not the worst.
I'm still not going to say I'll rate him at all because I don't. But I'll give him a 6 as well. So, and obviously Region was, I thought, brilliant, really, most of the game. He had a really good game, for his first sort of full debut. Was immense, I'm going to give him an 8.
Yeah.
Region. And possibly man of the match,
Can't disagree.
I might just give him man of the match as well, because nobody else really stood out. I mean, Jensen, of course, with his passing, and we're moving on to him next. Was great. Some really good long-range passing and good dead ball situations again, set piece. So I'm going to give him a 7. Jan out poor. No, I'll give him a 5. Jan out. Didn't rate him at all.
No.
This game. Norgard.
Wasn't the game for him.
No. I mean, Norgard at times, even he was a bit poor, giving it away around near his own area. So I'm only going to give him a 6, Norgard. Mopai got another goal and wasn't quite a shit house this time like he was against Spurs and whatever. He was decent again. I'll give him a 7. Tony, no, not great at all this time. Not at his best. I still think he's sort of getting back into match fitness. He's not quite ready yet. I'm going to give him a 6.
That's fair.
And the subs, Damsgaard came on, done nothing. So 4. I'll give him. Jensen, Baptiste didn't have time to do anything.
Yeah, so not applicable.
4 as well.
Well,
4.
not applicable, I'd say.
Yeah, okay, not applicable. Lewis Potter did have time. Time's come and don't.
Can't come on injury time and have no effect on the game. Seriously, not applicable.
No, Lewis Potter did have time, and he done 1 or 2 things, but I don't think he was that special. I'll give him. You know what? I'm only going to give him a 5.
Oh, okay. 4.
Higher. Didn't do much either.
No.
When he come on, I'll give him a 4. 4, I think. 5. No, 5. You know what? I'll give all the subs a 5. I think.
Yeah.
Yarmulke as well, of course. So give them all a 5. So as I say, Reguilon was the man of the match for me, for us.
Yeah, I'll totally agree with that. I'll give you that.
Yeah. So anyway, that's that. Gone through all that, and obviously now being onto the debate show, which will be at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Gives me a little time now to be ready for all that and everything, and I can get away from this talking about this shitty club that I am. Yeah. Well, it is at the moment. We aren't great. Let's be honest. We're not our best.
No.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, I can't really be happy about it all the way it's going because it's not going great. So
of course not.
We got Wolves next.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
We'll
do a review show. We'll do a review on that closer to the game.
Yeah, mate, definitely. Yeah. I'm hoping we get a bit better with that. I mean, we got to beat them at some stage, Wolves. I mean, I think it's about the 8th attempt, 9th attempt, and we ain't beating them. So if we could actually beat them this time, that'd help, wouldn't it? Because we got Liverpool after that. So
yeah, you've got some tough games coming up.
Yeah, but, and then we got City again as well.
Yeah,
well. So we've got to get points somewhere. We've got to try and get a point or 3 somewhere, really. You know.
Yeah.
I think Wolves is probably our better chance of doing it. So
we'll see.
Yeah. Again, I think everyone knew I was going to be angry when I got on here and have a rant. And so, you know, what can I say? But I done well to hold it in as long as I could, really. But as soon as I got on here, I thought, that's it, clicked. And I had to go, you know, had to go off on it. So, but anyway, thanks for coming in again, Stephen. That was brilliant, mate. I'm glad you came in here, and obviously you'll be on the debate show later as well. Yeah. So, discussing your fantastic match, awesome game. That was hell of a game. 8 goals, what a game, you know. But
the Premier League. Even though it's 4 goals, even though there's 8 goals in it. Is it great? Maybe not, but there's goals.
Well, I was obviously going to go into the whole because there was loads of goals everywhere else, goals galore, basically. When it was 5-0 and 4-1,
there's lots of goals to discuss.
As well as yours, so there's been plenty of goals over the weekend and this week.
Yeah, apparently after your game, it's the highest goal total ever in the Premier League this week. Highest total of goals in the Premier League since it began. So
Anyway, mate, we're going to go now. So obviously watch out for the debate show later. I've got that coming up, and I've also got the cricket show coming up again at some stage. Talking about the under-19s, and then of course the next test, third test in the India Test matches series. That's coming up.
Smashing like,
yeah, loads of stuff coming up. And so, as I say, follow me down here on Mr. B for Life 182 on Insta. So keep following me on there and smashing the likes and subbing if you're new. And obviously, to everyone in the live chat, thank you, Luca, Chris,
Chris,
everyone, Tony, everyone in there. Thanks again. Thanks for coming in and supporting me again. That's brilliant. And for now, though, we are out of here. Goodbye.
Cheers.